back from vacation. Trying to remember how to do stuff. Excuse me. Hey, I've got all kinds of crazy affiliate stuff going on here. What is going on? Alright, I guess that's a thing. Let me just post my link, and then we are going to start doing some ridiculous Autochess shenanigans with my Freekong account. And thanks for the follow, Fragility. Alright. No need to further delay. No need to further delay. Alright, here we go. Yeah, so the plan is basically to just do this Magic Tower mode, Magic Tower Conquest with my freebies-only account, and that means I'm using a lot of mercenaries, and the mercenaries are not necessarily good. So I've got a small handful, 8 of my own units, and the units of my own that I'm using are not good Autochess units. So the strategy I was playing on my main account was like AoE, center tower rushdown. Which is decent, and it leads to short games. Unfortunately, I don't really have many big AoE units in the Freekong account, because I can only use units that you get for free from events and such. So, haven't been summoning any SSRs, so hence why I'm using a bunch of these mercs. So, most of the mercs aren't great in and of themselves either. Like, I just had to put some in just to fill spots. Like, Cherie is not great. Yeah, I don't know. The Rainforce is good. The Knight of Mystery can be good just because she can hit a big range. Maya, same thing. Gizaroff is not as good as my main Kong's Gizaroff, but whatever, it's a Gizaroff, so... So he's in there, basically. And yeah, so I guess I'm just going to jump into some matches. I've already tried one and lost. That was mainly just to register a score so that I would qualify for ranking rewards. And with losing one game, I'm actually in the top 3,000, so I would qualify for these rewards if I do nothing else. But that's not going to happen tonight. What I'm going to be doing is losing even more points. So I have about a half an hour. We'll see how many games I can get in that time. And we'll also see if I get sniped by some of the sneaky Autochess professionals who may or may not be watching this. Sound off in the chat if you are a sneaky Autochess professional, by the way. I've found, interestingly enough, unlike Apex Arena, I found the queue time for this to be kind of inconsistent. Like, sometimes you're waiting for a couple minutes at a time for a match. Sometimes you queue up right away, and it's with someone who's vastly outside your power level. That's a good point, actually. If this follows any kind of matchmaking rules whatsoever, then most of you sneaky Autochess professionals are probably going to be outside of this 990 range. Right, Skitter, ready to go. Skitter, player 1. Freekong, player 2. So let's see what kind of hand I get. And it's garbage. And that's because it's all garbage. I wish I had a character who could move in because he didn't deploy on turn 1. I guess I could... I wonder if Sonya's better than Yulia for this. Maybe I'll send Yulia. Yeah, I'll send Yulia. So that's a strategy that some people will try to use if their player 1 is just not to deploy a unit, because it lets you save up your little deployment points. But the problem is then player 2 can just take advantage of something like this. I mean, my Yulia's dead, but I've immediately got a 3 damage advantage on his tower. So now he has enough points to deploy 2 units this turn. The game is louder than me. Okay, interesting. Thanks for that note, Optimum. Yeah, I'm just back from vacation here now, so haven't really had the chance to adjust or set up anything yet. So I will do that right now. Game. Oh, I know why you're louder than me, game. Because I was recording. I was recording something. Alright, hopefully that should be better. I usually have the volume cranked up when I'm recording gameplay for a YouTube video, but when I'm talking live alongside it, I turn it down a bit, so yeah, that should be a lot better. So she didn't AoE because she didn't have multiple targets, but she did move in, so she'll be in the mix. Well, in the mix of potentially 3 units if Skitter decides to deploy this turn. Yeah, which they did. So, let's see. What do I want to do? I could potentially deploy another AoE who could come out so she can fly and she'll be able to blast a bunch. Now, this Angelina's probably dead because she's going to be facing... Well, they might both be dead because of that Claret. We'll see. Who cares? But... Not normally my attitude when I'm playing PvP modes in this game, but this is ridiculous mode. Alright, so Rachel is not going to be able to get into AoE this turn. Maybe it's worth using Rescue on Angelina. I don't know if it'll save her from Claret. No, it won't, so it was a waste. Yeah, my apologies for not providing a kind of better explanation of how this mode works. It is a silly, silly mode. Well, it's not... I shouldn't say that. I actually do enjoy it. It's a silly mode on the Freekong account, because I have no characters who can do anything. But basically, each team gets deployment points, and it costs 3 points to deploy a character from your hand. It's kind of like a deck builder. So before the fighting starts, you choose 24 characters, and that's basically your deck. And then you get at the start of the match, you get a random 5 characters. So there's a big RNG element just to start. And then basically, yeah, you take turns with your opponent, cashing in 3 of these little deployment tokens to deploy one of the units from your hand. And your ultimate goal is to destroy the enemy's main tower. You have set deployment positions, though, so sometimes capturing these side towers is also valuable. And obviously controlling the map by destroying enemies is also valuable. And basically matches play out like each character or each player taking turns deploying someone who then acts according to the game's normal AI rules to use whatever. You can assign them one skill, so they'll either use their skill or attack whichever target the AI dictates, and that can be a tower or the enemy. And there are a bunch of feats and achievements with rewards attached to them for either capturing enemy towers, destroying enemy units, winning games, and your final ranking, of course. Yeah, there's a variety of different strategies that people have been using. So I've lost this game already just because there's going to be an AoE coming that will take off my tower's last hit point. But it's worth sticking around just because maybe Skitter needs to destroy towers for one of the achievements. So I'm not going to be too cruel and not let him get that achievement. But what can I do in the meantime? Let's see. Freekong, yeah, everything is tough about Freekong's life. But maybe I can get a kill. The Freekong account, I'm not really terribly fussed about the rewards, even for ranking, so in the really unlikely event that losing a bunch of matches in a row drops me down out of, like, the top 5,000, it's not really the end of the world. Like, I don't need... On this account, I don't need a bunch more dust, or... What exactly do you do? 30%. Well, that's not going to be good enough to do anything interesting. Let's do it anyway. Yeah, Trisket, that is a really annoying, especially for like the mercenary Shelfaniel, who a good Shelfaniel you could put Sky Archers on and she could fly. This guy's using the mercenary Shelfaniel. Which means on maps like this one, she can't actually walk far enough into the center to use her AoE and hit the tower. Yeah, a lot of the mercs, I mean, that's one of the big problems with the mercs, but some of them just don't have the ideal skills as well. Like Listel, there's a mercenary Listel who doesn't have her 3C, which kind of sucks. So Freekong on a 2-game losing streak. Oh, 8 points down. What's that going to do to my score? I'm actually kind of interested in seeing just how many players are bad. So, still in the top 3,000, having only lost 2 games. There's 2 tiers below that. There's 2 tiers below that. So there's lots of room for people to do nothing but lose. Let's just hop into another one. I can drop 7,000 more spaces and still get rewards. Well, Optimum, there's a difference between free-to-play and totally locking yourself to freebies only. Oh god, it's Skitter again. Skitter's back. Skitter's gonna farm me. I'm gonna get farmed by this guy. Yeah, there could definitely be free-to-play players who have gathered up the in-game currency and summoned good SSR units. There are day one free-to-play players with good accounts. Freekong has only been playing for 250 days and has never summoned. So we definitely got some limitations here. Alright, so I think I can still... Yeah, I think I can still AoE the tower, even though I'm blocked there. Yeah, I don't know if Skitter sniped me, or if Skitter just was slamming the re-Q button at the same time as me. We might be the only two people down in this lower echelon. So, Licorice thankfully does fly, so unless something weird happens, she'll be able to AoE the tower from here. The problem with this kind of strategy with trash units, though, is that your units die, and you often don't kill the enemy units. So on the next turn... Well, next turn I'll be able to summon someone, but the turn after that, I'll be out of deployment tokens. They won't refresh fast enough for me to keep summoning. Small $1 on Freekong. I think that might be the worst dollar bet you've ever made. Yeah, Trisket, if worse came to worse and he didn't summon someone there, I could have blinked her in, which would have been really kind of a sad waste of a blink, but maybe worth it. Okay, so this is the last turn I can summon someone unless I get a kill. And I don't have anyone here who is really going to be able to get a kill for me. Yeah. Yeah. These are garbage. These are garbage. Yeah, these are garbage. I guess... Well, I mean, that Licorice is a demon, so I guess I'll throw out the shelf. Oh yeah, the Mercenary Shelf also doesn't have her 3C. She only has Heaven's Sanction. I mean, why not? Let's get her in there. Mixing it up with our old friend Skitter. Oh, that barely didn't kill my Licorice. Hilarious. Okay, so he summoned a healer, which is going to obviously continue to prevent me from killing his units, slowing down my summoning significantly. Oh, Knight of Mystery. My only unit who could have done some damage. Rip. Alright, here's a turn of doing nothing. Oh, my Shiba Raku, by the way, is hilarious. Let's see if I get to deploy him eventually. The skill that I have on him is the one that makes him just sit there and enemies can't attack him. It's not useful at all, but it is funny. Licorice still hanging in there with, like, no hit points. This is hilarious, although I am getting totally swamped now. Yeah, hopefully Skitter's enjoying his get kills achievements. That's actually the thing that's the slowest about this mode, is getting kills. See, the problem with Shiba Raku having that do-nothing skill is I do actually kind of want to get one kill. Like, maybe he kills Cherie here. Maybe. Maybe. So I have my my second Voyager, which means I could bring his tower down to 2 out of 7, but what's the point, really? Since I'm getting utterly swamped and he only needs to AoE my tower twice. But stick with the game plan. Let's see. Maybe he totally throws this somehow. Oh my... Shibaraku. I guess I could have deployed him better. I could have put him up here so his only target was Shiri. I didn't expect that he would... I guess he has class advantage over Knight of Mystery? Alright, we got the kill on her anyway. Well, that's going to be it for me then. I got 1 kill. Freekong racking up the achievements. Let's see how many more we need. Total Annihilation. Alright, how are we doing for rank? We did drop like 50, which means there's like 50 players that Freekong was doing better than at 982 points. Alright, how are we doing for missions? 3 kills. Alright, so for the next reward we just need 17 more kills in the next 18 minutes. What do you think? 1 kill per minute? We're almost there. We're almost to 200 kills. Alright, let's go. Let's hop in. Let's do this. Oh wow, it's not Skitter, it's Spiritas. And I get to go first. Well, Freekong was doing better than 50 other players. Not now. I'm gonna deploy Yulia first. It remains to be seen just how many players are doing worse than Freekong. Actually, that would be an interesting experiment. I could keep losing until a loss doesn't change my rank. And then just assume that there are no more players lower than that. And we could actually use that to try to find out how many players have played this mode in Global. So maybe this this Freekong score tanking spree is actually going to be a valuable scientific endeavor. I doubt it. Alright, let's get Yulia in there. Get in there, Yulia. Do something. I think she has Godly Menace. I didn't even check. Yeah. These purple jewels up here are your deployment points. So you get 2 every turn, I believe, and it costs you 3 to deploy a unit. You also get 1 whenever you kill an enemy, so that's why I was saying in the match against Skitter earlier, the fact that Freekong doesn't kill enemies means it slows down my deployment potential quite a bit. My Yulia is toast regardless, so instead of healing her, I'm just going to... Yeah, basically it's like mana in a card game. It's fairly simplified. Man, maybe Godly Menace would have kept her alive. I kinda doubt it. Yeah, this whole mode is kind of structured loosely as a deck-building card game. Well, we've each killed a unit, so Freekong has what, 4 out of 20 kills for his next achievement now? That Illustrial... Oh no, that's D-Heart. Oh, what is D-Heart doing in here? Will she reach 5 blocks? So if she goes here... Yeah, she should AoE from here. I just don't know if it's worth anything. Might as well, though, because Lidden's not guarding, so I could have put Luna down and hoped that she would attack D-Hard and actually do something. But I don't know. Let's go ahead and use this now. We're all going to be dead next turn, so there's no point in not using it. Alright, Rescue saved her. And Lambda manages to hit the tower, too. So I get one more deploy, and then next turn I won't be able to unless I kill one of these units. And Lidden's guarding again, so it'll have to be Lidden that I kill. Which doesn't seem likely. I'm trying to think of who Freekong has in his deck that's going to kill that Lidden. The Mercenary Ares is infantry, hilariously enough. I forget if I put him in or not, in spite of that. Okay, so we've got Listel. This looks like probably the Mercenary Listel. I wonder if Maya's worth putting out, just because... she's kind of anti-Listel demon tech. I don't know. We'll see. She's not going to be able to hit the tower with her AoE, unfortunately, but she'll do something reactive. Hey, Death Queen, welcome to the stream. What's with the weird sound effect on that 3C? Oh, we actually... oh, we... what is going on? We killed 2 of his units there. That's ridiculous. That shouldn't have happened. But it did, didn't it? Yeah, I have his Star Stab on, so he should theoretically want to go in a straight line. He should hit the tower without being beamed or blinked. Hopefully he obeys the rules. Now let's see what this let's see what Spiritas is going to deploy. Depending on his deployment, I'm considering... I'm not going to tell you what I'm considering in case Spiritas is in the chat. Okay, no, so that won't work. I was going to maybe blink her over here so that she would attack the tower. But now she would attack this Luna instead, uselessly. So instead what I'll do is just hope that we're able to focus down Lidden on this turn. Vincent is very excellent in this mode. Even my main Kong account, I don't even have Vincent, so I wasn't able to put him in my box and try him out. He seemed really interesting. Yeah, that's not going to do too much against Luna. Alright, we counter-killed the Lidden. We're in decent shape here. So he's actually not able to summon this turn because he only has 2. And I do have Blink or Voyager. Which means... yeah, I should be able to kill this tower. Yeah, I should be able to kill this tower. Actually, let's, come on, Lance. Let me grab you. Let me grab you, Lance. Let's just do that. He's not going to be able to reach anyone else, so he should prioritize. Well, depending if she moves up, then he can. So maybe I blink him up here. Yeah, I think I do that. I think I just blink him. I blink him like right here. So he'll have to attack the tower. Alright, Freekong. 1 and 3. And it's back up over 1,000. So Freekong is actually in the green, believe it or not, with this record. With this record, 25% win streak. Or 25%, yeah. That's enough to get me, well, I mean, we're in the top 3,000 anyway, so it hasn't really done anything for me there. We won a conquest battle, 10 crystals. That's enough to buy me like 1 shard of an R unit, which I have been doing. Anyway, so look at that record, 1 and 3, 25%, and we're still positive, net positive points. So anyone in the chat who hasn't been playing this mode because they're afraid they suck at it, or they don't know how it works, tomorrow's the last day for this, and there are some decent rewards, so just throw a few games in. Well, at the very least what you should do is log in and play 1 game, even if you lose, because that'll just register your score for the ranking rewards. So definitely do that if you haven't yet. But if you're feeling adventurous or ridiculous, then just play a few games, and who knows, you may win one, and you may get a couple missions done. You may get a couple little treats. Alright, this is kind of what I was saying before. Sometimes the queue time is like 10 seconds to queue in against an opponent who's much stronger than you. Sometimes it's a minute and a half. Something Ogami, and we know he has Vincent. Vincent is his portrait, so he's got to have Vincent. And if he has Vincent, then Vincent's probably in his box for this. It's not going to be good. Let's hope this is a quick match, because this the window closes in 6 minutes, and then we're going to be done. I was just starting to have fun. Oh, Tsubame, that's an interesting pick for this mode, to be honest. I'm going to start with Rachel, because Rachel can fly into the middle and AoE this kid. This doesn't feel like a safe lead. Okay, Zerida, nice. Can I hit her now? I don't know if I can safely hit her. Why don't we just throw Licorice in for another AoE? Rachel's probably dead. That's okay, though. We're winging it Freekong style. This is like the perfect theme stream for the day after vacation. Today's technically my last vacation day. I drove back home today. Actually, well, I won't even need to blink her, because I'm assuming Rachel's gonna die, which will open up a spot for Licorice to move into. But I'm gonna rescue Rachel anyway, just in case. Oh, maybe Rachel's not gonna die. Yeah, because Zerda just set herself up. Well, rescuing Rachel was smart because it healed her up enough to be able to finish that Zerda off. Alright, he's got an Iris out. This box is confusing me more and more. Well, knowing that I still do have a blink up my sleeve, I'll go ahead and put Shelf out. I'll go ahead and do it. Hey Tristan, welcome to the stream. I managed to get 1,500 points on main Kong, so I'm dicking around. Tsubame kills herself on my Licorice. That's an okay trade. And Iris is dead. Okay, Freekong looking good. Freekong looking good against the EOL Vincent guy. This one's not in the books quite yet, though. It could all turn around. Okay, Sumire can be scary for sure in this mode. I'm not really sure what the play is here. Another AoE, I guess. Lambda won't be able to AoE the tower. Thanks, Philip. I think if anyone needs an easy win, it's Freekong, but we'll see. Oh, that's not even Sumire, that's Freya. I guess it's just too late for me to understand what's going on in this game. Freya is also scary for kind of a similar reason, because she does a bunch of damage before the combat. But there's always the possibility that she'll counter-kill herself. Ugami actually can't summon this turn, and I can, so I'm kind of on the way to overwhelming them a little bit. But overwhelming them with crap units is not exactly a recipe for great victory either, especially given that Freya has a revive, so... let's see. I mean, I might as well throw Luna in. I'm still going to be able to summon next turn. I could also try to keep my units alive by using my Voyager on Freya instead of on the tower. Hopefully, I mean, the hope would be that damages her enough. But of course, throwing damage on this tower also means I might be able to sneakily grab a hit on it. Look at all that reflective damage. Okay, so Freya's going to come back to life. She only gets 20%. Oh, Lambda throws a sneaky point of damage on the tower. Lambda almost killed Freya there. Okay, so Freya's gone. Rachel decides to go after this top tower and kill herself instead of putting damage on the main tower. So he is going to be able to do a Desperation Summon. Oh no, he's not going to deal with that. And it's unfortunately too late for me to queue into another one. But we did end up with a 2-game win streak with Freekong, which is worth 33 points because of the win streak. So 2 and 3 for total. Still obviously not enough to get Freekong into the top 1,000, but we're still looking at 800 dust. We're looking at 3 choose 5 arena stat stones. That's actually a great reward. Arena mastery stones are at a premium for this Freekong account. He just does not have those. And a bunch of enchant packs, which are also good. When Freekong eventually has the resources, you know, like the good gear that I want to dump enchants into. So what do we got? We destroyed 4 towers. Nice. We're still only 12 out of 20 for kills. Yeah, I'm not going to be getting most of these rewards on the Freekong account. That was mainly just for hilarity. And it worked out pretty decently. Let's see if anyone we know is... Trisket, there you are, in 5th place, still hanging on, top 5. Any other viewers on this leaderboard? Let's see. I know Trisket was chatting earlier. Let's see who's down in the 80s. Uh-oh. Oh, Tristan, 94. Yeah, I don't think you're safe. There's another whole day of this. There's another whole day of this, and I think you dropped like 10 spots in this window. But you do have one more point than 2021. Does that feel like comeuppance? All right, everyone. That was that's the conclusion of this ridiculous little fun with Freekong stream. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for actually somehow cheering me on to 2 victories with a freebies only and a bunch of mercenaries. That was actually pretty fun. So if I have time after editing Should You Summon tomorrow night, maybe I'll stream this again. But yeah, until then, I'll catch you in the next one. Happy Langrissing, everybody.